Hi there. We are gonna make some crusty, chunky, yummy potatoes. Get ready, here we go. First thing we're gonna do is wash them. To wash a potato, get yourself a nice little brush and then run it under some water. You don't have to keep the water going. You could just put a little water on it and brush it. Now, these are called eyes. We don't like these. We don't want to eat these. That's where the potato's starting to sprout. Make a lot of baby potatoes maybe? I don't know. Here's how we do that. After you wash it, this is a really great grater, great peeler. See how it has little teeth? I got this in a set of 3 from Walmart a while back. I don't know if they still have them, but wherever they have them, get it. Because those little teeth are even better than the straight edge ones, and they cut anything off. So wash them first, and then do that to get rid of the eye. Any little bit till you have a nice clean part. And then I'll do the same there and everywhere else there's an eye. Okay? Then we're going to take them, chop them into bite size. What's bite size to you? An inch? Doesn't have to be precise. We are gonna steam them because I have learned that if you steam potatoes, they're not full of water. Nobody likes potatoes full of water. So, I know you're wondering what this is. This is from Frankie. Taste Made. You put corks in the handle of your pots and pans. Can you see that? And then, you can pick it up without a pot holder and without getting burned. How neat is that? And they stay there, and they could even go in the oven if they had to. Love it. Okay, my pot has a little steamer insert. However you steam, it's about 1 inch of water. You don't do it on high, you do it on somewhere between low and low and a half. Not all the way to medium. You don't want bubbling, and you never want the water to hit the steaming level. Okay, next tip. As you're washing these, I hate washing potatoes, but wash a lot of them, because you know what I do like? Leftovers, because I'm making this for dinner tonight to go with prime rib, but you know what it's great with? Eggs. Yummy. Make a lot. Make the whole bag. Who cares? And I'm doing these with yellow potatoes. A lot of times they call them Yukon Gold. Does somebody own the name Yukon Gold? Probably. So we'll just call them yellow potatoes from Trader Joe's. There's a lot of little doodads to trim off. Don't lean over the whole time. Stand up, peel some, lean over, peel some, stand back up. And here's my idea. I don't hate the skin. I've already washed this skin. You know what the skin has? A little bit more fiber, which nobody gets enough of. So let's leave on the good parts. We took off the little nubbins, and they call them eyes, potato eyes, eyes. And we'll leave on some skin because it's delicious and it gets crispy and lovely. And safety tips, always peel away from you and always kind of have your hand out of the way. So I'm peeling this right here. I'm gonna keep my hand out of the way and not go way up here. Nothing like peeling knuckles, but come right down to where you're going. And that's it. Doesn't take a lot. You don't need a lot of layers. And decent, fairly new potatoes, it's gonna be easy to peel. A couple good tips. The minute I'm done peeling, I rinse it off. Potato starch is a thing and gets harder to clean the more you leave it on, everything. I am so proud of things like this that I've had for a while. Can openers that are spotless. If you clean things like this in your can opener right away, you'll never have to buy another one till the better one comes out. And they stay nice and clean and they don't rust and all that yucca waka. So, another tip. Get a good chef's knife. This is Victorinox. See, it has potato starch on it. You can see it. But this was recommended by America's Test Kitchen, as well as the sharpener, which is your other best friend. Easy peasy. Also recommended by America's Test Kitchen. Love them. Shout out America's Test Kitchen. They're funny and they teach you so much stuff. Anyhow, great. You just slide it on here 10 times on the normal one, 10 times on the it has serrated Euro American and Asian, and then this one's also polishing. So I do it on the Euro one, and then I do it on the polishing one, and your knives are fantastic. Now we have a buttload. You can't call it anything but a buttload. Buttload of potatoes in the steamer basket. What potatoes need, same thing pasta needs, a lot of salt. You can hardly get it in there later, so you need to get it in there. Kosher salt. Sprinkle it on top, and then you're gonna get your hands in there and move it around. And then once you move everybody around, you're gonna sprinkle some more. It's important to get it in there because potatoes and pasta and water don't taste like much without the salt. That's us on the stove. There's about a, I don't know, half an inch. I was gonna say an inch, about an inch of water. We're gonna leave these on here. We'll check them in about 15 minutes, stir them around a little bit, and they're not done until you could stick a fork in me. Stick a fork, stick a knife, stick a paring knife, and it comes in and out easy. You don't want them too mushy at this point, but you want them cooked, par cooked they call it. And I'm gonna say that's short for partially cooked. Not sure if it actually is, but we're gonna go for par cooked. Okay, this is the magic rice flour. Get it at an Asian grocery store, or probably online. What we're gonna do, we've got the steamed potatoes. They're still in the steamer, but I don't care because I gotta wash it anyhow. I'm gonna take and sprinkle through this little sieve so they get nicely coated with a little bit of rice flour. What's nice about this is it still keeps it available for any of your friends who are gluten-free or gluten intolerant. So, we're gonna move around, make sure everybody has a coating on them. And then, we're gonna put it in a cast iron skillet with some olive oil, garlic salt, and put it on the stove. These, I was able to put the knife in them. They're not mushy. We don't want them mushy yet, but they are partially cooked, like I said before. So, got a nice little coating, and I will show you, of rice flour. And that is going to give you all those craggy little nubbins. It's a technical term. Okay, you can put a little bit more. You can always do more on certain things. You want to do a little less, and then you can go back and do extra. So, some piled up in here. Okay, I think that's enough for now. Let's see if we need more, and I will show you. Wipe the little steamy bottom off. That's what we got. A little steamy. Coated in rice flour. They got a little salt on them. That's it. We'll get this pan off the stove, and we will go with grandmother's cast iron skillet. If you don't have your grandmother's, go to Walmart and get a brand new one. Go to a camping store and get a brand new one. And treat it well. When you're done with it, never let it sit. Do not soak it. Wash it and put it on the stove and put just a teaspoon of oil on it. Warm it up. Teaspoon of oil, rub it all around, and you store it. See how it shines? It's a little nice oily. Makes it like a Teflon pan look better. So, I'm gonna put that on there. We're gonna put a little olive oil in there. And we're gonna cook them, and I'll come back and show you. Okay, we had a little presto changeo and a tip. I put it in a bigger pan because that's a lot of potatoes. And the most important thing for cast iron is get a silicone or leather handle cover because the handle gets hot. Made a little mess with the rice flour, but that's okay. And I'm gonna drizzle it with some olive oil. And what we'll do is, you could do this in the oven, but I like to do it stovetop and keep an eye on it. Hear that? That's the oil. I like to add a little bit of garlic salt to it because everything is better with garlic salt on it. It just is. You're just gonna have to accept that. So, got a big old spoon. You can hear it kind of squealing. kind of that bottom part browning, but we will be moving it around. But let's let that bottom part start to brown first. And we will get back to you and show you what it looks like. Okay, here's what I did. I divided them into 2 pans. This one's a little bigger, this one's a little smaller. It was so many levels of potatoes, I went a little crazy cleaning, that I needed more space. What you want is surface heat. That's what browns them on the bottom. So what I'm doing is I got them going in both. There's olive oil, garlic salt, there's rice flour on the potatoes that I already steamed, and I've set a timer for 2 or 3 minutes, and every 2 or 3 minutes I'm gonna move them around because you get that beautiful brown on the bottom. You don't want black. You want beautiful brown on the bottom, and then you want it everywhere you can get it. So keep moving it, and you'll get brown on all the sides if you're lucky. Okay, I wanted to show you what it looks like to be moving them around. Ooh, the pretty brown, craggly edges that are on the bottom. Get everybody moved around a little bit. You can see brown and the part on the bottom isn't. And it's not a perfect science. Some will be on the right side, some won't, but we'll get there. And this guy, don't you always have one burner that burns hotter than the other? This is my problem child over here. This is problem burner. But that's okay. I got them turned way down because I know how he acts. Okay. We got some brown spots, which in this case is good. And we'll be back. Gonna set the timer for another 2-3 minutes and do it again. Okay, it's time for the beauty shot. Not me, silly. It's time for the beautiful shot of the potatoes. And look, see, that's the leather handle cover. But look how pretty. That's it. You can do it. Send me photos of yours. Enjoy.